Welcome back, everyone, inside Hilton Coliseum. Along Kyvan Gadsden, I'm Ben Hupke. We're going to go to 125 pounds. And Richie Figueroa wasting little time. He's got a takedown inside 5 seconds to start. He quickly leads. Caleb Fuessley, junior for the Cyclones, 2-0.
Yeah, great low double right there by Figueroa. Did a really good job. Just lowering that level, letting it fly.
Sun Devils possess fifth-ranked Brandon Courtney at this weight class, but here this afternoon is Richie Figueroa, and Kyvan, he's got some tremendous credentials.
Yes, definitely. Also on the freestyle circuit, he's done a really good job. Looks for a cradle right there. Fuessley's gonna have to attack those hands.
Initially looks like Figueroa wants to play the take him down, let him up game.
Yeah, I think that's what we talked about earlier in the Broderson match, right? An opportunity to, make your opponent, think about different things. Great shots right there by Figueroa. Great defense by Fuessley. I think one of the things the coaches want is, it's harder to put somebody on their back right away versus after you scored a few different times. So I think they want to see him go out there and look to score points. If you're an Iowa State fan, you're like, hey, just compete right here, Fuessley, and you want to see him really compete with full heart, full effort, try to control the hand fight, things like that. So.
And this is a weight class for the Cyclones. It's paramount for them to have national success, but they're banged up. No hidden secret are the Cyclones at this weight class.
Yeah, and it's always tough. These student athletes are, dealing with a lot right now. Again, like I said yesterday, if you were able to tune in, this is probably one of the truest points where they get to really find out, because they're not going to school right now. They're all on break. They're just training right now, and it's probably extremely fun for them. They get to train, sleep, eat, repeat at this point, and then also you get to throw in some competitions.
Figueroa right after on a leg attack, and Fuessley holding him off for the moment in what is a 2-1 Richie Figueroa lead. But generally speaking, when you look at the graphics and a team leads another team 19-3, you think of takedowns, and it all starts with takedowns, but it's been all Iowa State in all different parameters. Takedowns, escapes, near falls, they've done it all here today.
Yeah, they've done a good job. Nice shuck action right there by Figueroa. It's not able to capitalize, but I think if you're Fuessley, you continue to hand fight, keep everything in check. Losing 2-1 right now at the end of the first period, as long as you don't, nothing happens right now, like you feel good about that. You can keep yourself in the match. You've kept yourself in the match, and that's how you give yourself an opportunity to win.
And then again, you just never know. We've seen it initially in that matchup at 197 where Bastida was an overwhelming favorite, but just about got really taken to his back, and you just never know. So that's why you continue to wrestle through the extension of all periods, and after the first 3 minutes, it's a 2-1 Richie Figueroa advantage, and Fuessley elects to go down to begin the second period.
Yeah, great job right here. Figueroa getting on top and really going to make Fuessley, earn this escape point if he is able to get it. But you got to make people work for everything. I think that's one of the center points of folk style wrestling, and Fuessley up to his feet is going to get that point.
So Fuessley's out for one, and we're knotted at 2 as these two competitors get after it.
And now I think you're starting to see Fuessley starting to move forward and find some opportunities, right?
And maybe perhaps this too. Fuessley, knowing that his teammate leads 19-3, but he also can feed off the crowd. And I think Fuessley, you kind of sensed that in him. He pushed the tempo, even though it was near the out-of-bounds line. Kind of felt a little bit of extra energy with the crowd getting into it.
Right, and so he's going to have to clear up that right hand of Figueroa. Does a great amount of the work when you're competing against him, so he's going to have to clear up that right hand and continue to just move forward, snapping, staying on his head, you know, and just kind of through a match you can figure out and find some belief in yourself, you know. Nice attack right there by Fuessley. Figueroa, great footwork, and moves his foot out the way. Shot again by Fuessley. He's going to have to circle. Figueroa moving forward really well now.
Both guys to this point have already been issued citations for inactivity, so the next call on the other would manufacture a point. And right now Figueroa is trying to do such of Fuessley, make him look like he's not doing a lot near the out-of-bounds line as we go down inside 10 seconds.
Short time right here. This is where you got to be intelligent. Can't give up any points. Short time three. That's great work by both of these athletes. No points right there. Great job by Caleb Fuessley. Great job by Figueroa finding a way to the leg and trying to score late and steal a point at the end of the period.
Very well stated, but a better job by both the officials. One of them had the eye on the clock. The other one, see if there was any control. They came together, said time had expired, and we're going to go the final 2 minutes in a 2-2 score.
Right, and right here, Fuessley, if he gets a ride out for the period, could win on riding time, but he's gonna cut Figueroa, and he's gonna look to try to finalize the match on his feet.
So Richie Figueroa, the redshirt sophomore, out of the state of California. Great credentials, leads it narrowly 3-2. And you can just kind of feel it here at the head table that Fuessley can maybe feel the crowd a little bit, starting to pick up his action a little bit.
Yep, and the crowd wants to see it, right? Like they want to see it.
Boy, nice job by Figueroa. He wasted little time. A takedown for him and a quick escape for Fuessley. Now a 5-3 Figueroa advantage.
So right here, it's how do you find a way to get to a leg? If you're Caleb Fuessley, Figueroa is probably going to be looking for counter offense attacks, maybe some offense attacks to finalize the match. But if you're Caleb, how do you find a way to get to the leg? Figueroa is doing a good job tying up.
Fuessley stayed on the offense and just about had a leg there for the moment. Did Fuessley of Figueroa. Tempo starting to pick up as we go down inside 30 seconds.
So you're going to continue to look to bang those hands, use those hands to create an opportunity. Nice duck right there by Figueroa. Nice duck under.
Good work by the Sun Devil. Going to push him out of bounds, and that is a good call, no doubt about it.
And so right here, if you get to escape and a takedown, you're putting yourself in you're going into overtime. If you get it in 7 seconds, so he gets to escape. Now there's time.
7-5 after the escape. Down inside 10 seconds.
He's looking for it. Figueroa did a good job of just controlling what he needed to control, scored when he needed to score.
Richie Figueroa, redshirt sophomore.